Okay, I got somewhere in the last video, but I'm not going to show you because I was getting here, and I might as well give you this the to the point. Um, Clef and shale would be like two sets of Cancer energy. The can energies, Cancer, the constellation Cancer is a well, it's necessary in fertility rites to observe it because you talk about like um it's a harvest thing, right? Like the fertility goddess be like a bull, because you know what I'm saying. Like actually, a beast, uh, a bull is a beast because he like their shit became a quantity, like a commodity. Like it is too valuable. Like you bag up their shit. The bull, like the you know, and fertilize crops with it and shit. Like you just didn't leave their shit behind. Anyways, um, shale and clef, not the same thing, right? So don't get the connotation that I'm trying to say that they're these gods are shit or anything. They might be the shit, like you know what I mean, like the shit or well. But anyways, like um, like all of the literature on the subjects that is hidden from us, right? That would be one thing that you can consider bad. And the reason why it's interesting that we want to get in there and see what under the Vatican that they have in libraries, and because a lot of people all the time we never have access to book. A lot of for all the time, books have always been something that only a select class of people had access to, and even today, when there's a lot of books around, these rare books and the ones that you want to see are full of bad shit. And like that's why you want to get them. You want to open it up. You're like, this shit is bad, man. This shit's bad, right? And that's why you would want to get in there and see it. You know, and think about the Vatican. They're all holier than thou. They walk around dressed in fucking loincloths and not loincloth, but loincloth. No, what's it called? Cloth. Fucking silk. But it makes them look astringent and like low vibration, like fall like sleepy, you know what I mean, somberly, and I don't know what they conflate that with, but pious. I don't know what the fuck. Is it like clean? Your robes are clean. Fuck. It's like okay. Um. So they're not hiding the shit underground because they have white, clean robes. Anyways. Uh. So I'm not saying this stuff is bad. You know what I mean? Like but a fabulous creature, right? Which was predecessor to the notion or the word God, right? The word that came from the Judaism for GD for God or Gad. Then later Gad from the horror and science fiction Lovecraft. Where's the mitre, the Mithra or whatever. That's a fish god. Um, Nephilim like fish thing. Um, but fuck, I lose my train of thought. It's banged around all over, bouncing all over the place. Um, yeah, okay, so before that was 6,000 years ago. People didn't observe God because they didn't know God to be divine. So what was God when he was divine? It was like clef. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of suspicious, but it shouldn't be suspicious because you're not wrong. You know what I mean? Like it's just information that for a time is appropriate for this or for that side by side running the application, right? Through multimedia, which we got somehow, right? Or to interpret, even if we didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like we still look over, try to glean, right, something from it, and they have the so did I cover everything? I mean, shale is has something to do with like oil, petrol, spirits, essence. Oil is essence. but you can make a petrol spirit from oil, right? And those petulant spirits had a host or demiurge that were like in Camelot, what's her name, the witch, not Guinevere, but the one that was like, vengeful, vindictive, the vindictive one. She was a petrol, she was a witch, but she was on a god realm, but she's not a god, right? And that was some Tuatha Day. The Tuath were like monstrosity werewolf people, right? But they're actually, they're not really werewolf because they're humans. How can you be a werewolf? You're gonna shapeshift, right? But in the lore, they're depicted as the Fomorians are the werewolves. Fomorians, werewolves. Tuatha Day is monstrosity, and there was. Because they have like different monstrosities, like the Cyclops that we kept chained up all the time. Because if it looked at you, it's like a laser would fucking kill you from its eye. So they kept his Baylor, they kept his eye shut. Or they have like the Anunnaki kind of spider monkey dude. Like people made a video. I don't know, like kind of, to scare people, like creepypasta. And he's like climbing around a building and shit, and they're saying he's like Anunnaki. Yeah. But Anunnaki in multimedia is like Turok, Son of Stone. Turok, White Castle comics, White Key comic, Turok. Or an Anunnaki, another one would be fucking, I forget. But they come across in science fiction, sci-fi, and horror science fiction, Anunnaki, like, or Nephilim. They used to come across, what I'm saying. But like Elohim, right? A lot of people like don't know that they were considered vampires. By some people consider the Elohim as to be evil spirits, petulant, but it changes, like, it's your application for it, you know what I mean? And then I guess if you try to overlord your status as an Elohim, then you become a vampire, so then maybe it makes sense, I don't know. I mean, it's just the sound of breathing, it's just the sound of breath. Elohim, like Abraham, Elohim, or Omnio Reikio. What's the other? Abraham. Well, anyways, I mean, what kind of breathing pattern is Anunnaki? It sound like, I don't know. I don't think that's what it meant. But they're